see how to deal with variables in Python, and there will not be any challenge variables in Python. You know, variables in Python, it is the foundation. Without knowing Python, variables to work real world challenges, you cannot even know how to assign those variables. Okay. Also, we are going to work with step by step so that you know exactly how to do the right thing. This is how we're going to do it. First, variables are containers for storing data. It's like you store your values there. Without variables, you cannot have your data stored. In Python, you can create a variable by using the assignment operator. Assignment operator is the equal sign. For example, there are different types of variables like string variable. String variable can have quotes or single quote. So this is an example of a string variable. This one is an example of an integer variable. You can see the difference here between a string variable and an integer variable. Integer, there is no quotes, and also there is a float variable. So the difference between a integer variable and a float variable is that this one, it is a floating point number. It is a number that has a decimal point. But this one is a number that has no decimal point. Okay, let us go ahead. And also there is a boolean variable. It is a value of variables like true and false. For example, is student, it is a student. If you assign it to false, it means it's not a student. So these are called boolean variables. Then we have got a list variable. We just have a variable named fruits, and you assign it using the assignment operator. Yeah, you can see these brackets here. Then you assign the strings using a comma. So this one is a list. Then we have a dictionary variable. You can see a dictionary variable with key numbers. For example, name is assigned to Bob using the colon. And then after the colon, name is the key, Bob is the value. So this, after the value, there is a comma, then another item. This one is an item, this one is an item. So an item consists of a value and a key. So this one is a key, this one is a value. Okay. You can also reassign a new value. For example, name, you can reassign name to Charlie, also age to 35. Uh, Guys, also you can also print the type of a variable. If you want to know which type of the variable it is, you can use the type function. Type of the example. You can print the type of the name variable that we reassigned earlier. So it is print type name, it will give us this is the output, it will give us class string, it was variable. Then printed age, it will give us class int because it's an int variable. Step 8, it will give us class float because it was a floating point number. Then step it was a bool variable. It will give us class bool. Then cause fruits was list. Then person dictionary. Dictionary, it is a, you can think it like the dictionary that we use. We cannot have a duplicate dictionary. So in a dict, we cannot have a duplicate keys. You can have multi-word variables. So for example, in Python, you can only use underscores to separate the words in a variable. First, it is a multi-word variable, but you can use an underscore. There is a difference between an underscore and a hyphen. So this is an underscore to separate the variable. So first name is equal to Alice, second name. So last name is equal to Smith. This one it is a multi-word variable. So is equal to name is equal to first name plus. So this one is called string concatenation. You can concatenate one variable with another variable to give you a multiple value. So this one uses plus operator to concatenate the strings. It is called string concatenation. As you can see here, I've got strings to add space. This one is space. Because without this one, it will just there will be no space here in between. So if you print full name, it will give you Alice Smith because you have concatenated the first variable and the second variable and reassign it to the full name variable. Okay, let us go ahead and also you can, I've told you that you can use underscores. Also, you can use camel case. Camel case is where the multiple name is first. So you start with a small letter, the first name, and then the second name you start with a capital letter. So first name, as you can see here, it is small letter, then name is capital. So first name is called bool, last name is called. This one is called camel case. But mostly, you know, snake case for variable is Python is recommended most. You can see developers in Python use case. It is highly recommended to use case. But what I want to tell you is that variable names must start with a letter, small or capital, or an underscore. You can also start a variable with underscore, but you cannot start a variable with a number or any space. You understand me? You can only start a variable with a small letter, capital letter, or an underscore, but you cannot start a variable with a number, any space. Okay, for example, this one here, these ones, these two are valid variables. For example, my variable, you can see that I started my variable with a small letter, an underscore, then the other name. So valid variable. And this also var underscore variable, you can see it is a valid because I started it with an underscore. But there are these invalid variables here. One variable, it is invalid after it with an and with a letter. And also there's this one here. There's a space. My variable. My variable. You can see you should not add space between. You should only add an underscore here. So this one will give a syntax error. Also variable names are case sensitive. I mean that, for example, my variable is equal to 10 and this is my variable. These are two different variables because this one, there is this capital V and this V. So this one is a different from this one. So variable names in are key are, are very case sensitive compared to other programming languages. And you can see by print variable it output 10 and this one output 20. So I have to give you a variable challenge, and also after complete this challenge you'll see my answer there. Okay, just spend, spend like 1 minute 2 minutes, complete this challenge, and then you'll see my answer soon. Create a variable called greeting and assign it to value hello world, and then create a variable called age, assign it the value 25. Then use the print function to display the values of both variables. Then use the type function to print the data type of each variable. Okay, my answer, but you should try to do it. Then you come to see the answer. Okay, I should have variable called should have I said should have a variable called greeting and assign it to the hello one, isn't it? So greeting equal to hello world. Then age is equal to 25. Print greeting, type greeting, and print type age. Try complete this one. You should click the run button. This is the run button. Click it so you see the output in the terminal. And see here, here is variable getting is hello world is equal to 25, and then the first variable is of class and the second one is of class. Okay, thank you for being with me up this point. I would like to know why do you learn Python? Because Python it can be used with automation, web development, and automation. Apart from teaching Python, of course, I also build automation tools, and this is variables. Next, go to the next chapter. Look, I will work with you until building real world uh, problems and projects. Thank you.